Warning, bro. This podcast contains spoilers.
Oh my god.
Totally. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the iZombie podcast for season 2, episode 2, Zombie Bro. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Kim.
What's up, bro?
And Nikki.
Yo, bro, you forgot the lower thirds.
I know, bro.
Oh, yeah, we don't...
I know, bro. I'm getting there, bro.
No, stop
Oh,
it.
no, bro.
Stop. I'm done. I got enough of this from this episode. I was cringing in my chair the whole
Yo,
time.
bro, what do you got against frat parties, bro?
Nothing against parties in general.
So what do you guys think of this episode?
It was entertaining.
Oh, I loved it. I was giggling the whole time.
I gotta say, I mean, she can definitely play almost any personality.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite awesome.
Bro. Sorry, it just fit there. It was there.
She just played the opposite character situation in 2 different episodes. She played the grumpy old man who would want to shoot the bro, and she just played the bro who would torture the old man.
Right. Now, I was reading an article on iZombie last night, I think it was, and they were saying, like, in the first season, what they were really focusing on was giving her these personalities and stuff, which one would give, like, it had double-edged sword to it. Like, one would be beneficial to the show and her conflict that episode, and then one aspect of it would be a detriment to her. And they said this season, they're not caring about that. They're just going for whatever's fun. So, yeah.
I mean, it was fun before too, but
yeah. Oh, it was definitely. But I like the fact that they're just gonna do whatever, whether it has a positive and negative side of it, no matter what. So.
Yeah.
I think that opens it up a little bit more for them.
For sure.
They're not so focused. I mean, because before, you have to, like, really decide. I'm like, okay, so this will work for what's going on in the episode. This and I have to overthink it. I think at that possibility in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But now they can just be like, oh, this seems funny.
Pretty much. So, what would you guys think of the frat party?
Which one?
The first one.
It's a typical costume party, I guess you could say. I mean, I haven't been to any ever.
Never been to a frat party?
No.
No, but that was some prison shanking.
That was.
I was right there. I'm like, wow, prison shank.
It was quick, though.
And the worst part about it, that murder, I could totally see that happening. Like, somebody just go, stab him, and then, like, walk away, and then he just passes out on the floor, and everybody thinks he's drunk, because he was the one acting like a drunken fool through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was easily...
Lend me your beer!
It was easily seen as something that really could happen. I mean, if you're at a party and everyone's drunk, it's not a big thing to see someone just go... like, oh, he passed out.
I've seen it many, many times, and you just kind of ignore it, you know?
And make sure they're on their side so they don't, vomit on them, whatever. Choke on their own vomit. But beyond that, it's like, whatever.
If they're vomiting.
Well, just in case.
No.
Vomit in there.
You just leave them.
Okay. Maybe I'm the nice one.
You just step over them and keep drinking. I mean, you gotta get to the beer somehow, right?
Oh, yeah.
As soon as people start puking on the dance floor, that's when I'm outie. Because I ain't cleaning that shit up. Because I'm usually the one not drinking.
Mm.
But I'm sure no one noticed until the blood started just trickling across the floor.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But, now after knowing the killer, I'm like, how did you... I'm like, I just don't, like, you literally just prison shanked him.
Yeah.
How did you just... I'm like, where did you get that from? Okay, sure.
Watched too many Orange is the New Black episodes.
Maybe.
There's no shanking in that show, but
I haven't watched it.
Okay, too much Oz. How about that?
There you go. Or
There's
any others
definitely
of
been
really
shanking in Oz.
like hardcore prison movies or
Yeah.
shows. Prison shows.
Yep.
I mean, if you're angry enough, you're capable of doing anything, even something you didn't think you could do. So,
Yeah.
Ooh.
and he's had pent up anger for a very long time.
And he just saw a stupid kid drunk being stupid. So I guess he was just like,
Yeah. So it ended up there was 2 people with the same name, which they've never done on this show before, and I can't recall many shows, if any. I can't recall any off the top of my head where a similar situation where a mistaken identity of somebody of the same name. I'm sure it's been done on the CSI cop shows and stuff before, but I really don't watch those, so.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, there's just, I don't know.
CSI, everything.
Yeah. I mean, I used to watch, what was it, Unforgettable for a little while. The girl that had like a super memory, retained everything that she ever saw, and she could recall anything on any day, and, and that was interesting for a while. I made it through the first season, and then when it got to its second season, I was like, it's just the same thing again, and I couldn't do it. But iZombie is very different because it's not just about the crime drama, there's all these other layers to it, and then it's just, I love the dynamic between like Liv and Babinot. It's just like, how she acts, how does Babinot keep her around?
He just kind of goes with it. He's all like,
He
no,
accepts it now.
what are
He
you
knows
doing?
that the visions are helping, and that she kind of takes on the personality for some reason. I mean,
but
he
she's
doesn't know
never
exactly
explained
why.
that to him,
No, I think he's kind of picked it up. He's smart. He's a smart guy. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess he's gonna think
He's
him
not
like,
that smart,
no.
obviously, because then he would know that she's a zombie.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
But if
because
you
that's
put,
everybody's first instinct is, oh, that person's a zombie.
Yeah, well,
I mean, he started to put. I think he put 2 to 2 together by now. That okay, this is what we're investigating. She's having these visions, so she's picking up what's going on with the people that she's having visions on. I mean,
prequel.
that would make sense in anyone else's mind that didn't know she ate brains and is a zombie.
Right.
I mean, typically people think that psychics are crazy anyways, so.
They
Oh
are.
yeah, I mean, he's already obviously knows that she's nuts by now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but he really does kind of just go with it. He's just like, no, calm down.
Yeah, he just accepts it, even when she says that he's one of the good ones, in not a good way.
He's like, I'm ignoring that right now. I'll walk over here. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. What the fuck?
Love Robbie in this episode.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Ravi
god.
was
Yes.
he's like, oh, let me get some utopium and need it for control testing.
He
Major,
makes
come
really
hang out with me. Watch me take drugs.
Major's like, what? And then he does it. He's like, okay.
Well-
he got blackmailed into it pretty much.
Well, yeah, he get blackmailed into doing it, but then it's because we saw Major, watching TV and seeing the depressed kids missing their father, that he assassinated the
Yeah,
father
he's
last
so
week,
bad.
and he's just really depressed, and then he's sitting there watching Ravi, who's like, on all this stuff. Major's got a lot in his mind. So
Oh yeah, and then he takes and them dancing around the dance floor, and Robbie half naked on the stage dancing around.
All these little voice recordings he did.
Oh yes.
My favorite part was when he was trying to lecture Liv about the makeup.
Yes.
And
With
she
fart. written on his face.
you cannot take that seriously in any way.
if I thought about it,
I
I
really,
probably
like,
would have found some makeup or whatever and just wrote it on my face real quick for this episode. B, that was an awesome face to freeze
I
on, by the
saw
way.
that. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
That was awful. But no, I had stopped the moment she walked in the door, and she gets this big smile on her face with him sleeping on the couch, and went, "Oh no," because I knew the immediate was like, "What's the first thing that happens when someone falls asleep at a party?"
That is a party rule. It is 100% a rule, and if it's not a rule, you're not having a party. That's straight up what it comes down to.
Yeah,
So-
you don't fall asleep first. You just don't.
No. You are the best ventriloquist I've ever seen.
I know. I noticed. What is going on?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it wasn't just the makeup too. She apparently arranged the skeletons in a very inappropriate way as well.
And
Yeah.
I love the fact that when that was the first thing that he addressed, so I was thinking for a second, I was like, does he not know what's on his face? You know? That would have been better if like that was the distraction and he had no clue. You know? He's just lecturing her for that, and then after she leaves, like, have him turn around, look in the mirror, and be like, "Are you kidding me?" You know, like, that would have been a better scene for me, in my opinion.
I don't know. I really liked her sitting there like, it's kind of funny. It's really kind of funny. He's like, no, it's not funny. But then they broke the mood when she went into that vision. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
But when they turned around and you see the skeletons arranged, I was like, oh my god. Back that tailbone. That's exactly what I said. I was horrible. Yeah, I know. Horrible pun. I know. But it was funny. I was entertained.
So, did you find it strange that Major still had Liv as his emergency contact?
Not really.
No?
Either he did to change it, or whatever.
I don't know. I don't think he would forget to change it. I think he knows that she's the one that would be able to get him out of a really big jam because she is a zombie. She's superhuman. She has that strength.
Yeah. Well, because I remember I was in the hospital a couple years ago for breaking my arm, and as soon as like they came in, you know, afterwards, and they're just like checking up and stuff, and they're like, do you need this, that, whatever, and they like, we have so and so on your emergency contact, and it was my ex-girlfriend, and I jumped out of the bed and I was like, do not call her.
So yeah, I could have just.
So it was like, she's like, would you like me to take her off of the list? Yes. It was really, really quick, immediate reaction. So yeah, it could have been one of those things he forgot and just never updated it.
Well, I mean, they're still friends, technically. He's upset with her right now and needs a space. But she's still a friend that he knows if anything was going wrong, if something was bad happening, and he needed to be bailed out of jail or, you know, had his hair pulled back, in this case. That she would be the one to be there for him, no matter what.
Yeah. She picked him up and she dragged him out of that club.
Yeah.
Not after, after seeing Ravi. I don't think she's ever seen that much of Ravi ever, but it didn't faze her because she's all bro right now. So
yeah, but I mean, I think either way, that even with the brain, because we know that the guy that got killed was also very much like this. He was bro, but I mean, he was the good friend. He was the one that, you know, even though I'm messed up and you're messed up, I'm gonna make sure that you get home.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, when she saw Ravi, that she pulled them both. And
that's true.
I was wow that, you know, in his messed up state, Major, you know, when he took her phone and threw it out the window, and was like, they're always listening. I'm like, whoa, Major, you're kind of revealing some shit that you know. But I mean, obviously they didn't even think of anything of it.
Yeah.
It's like, he didn't even pick up that he just was like, they're always listening. Like,
so do you think that he knows that her roommate works for Max Rager, or did he just recognize the name that was on her her screen of her phone?
I don't think so.
It could have been that, but I don't know. I don't think he's met the roommate yet.
No, but I remember
he didn't meet her
when they blackmailed him to help. They replayed a conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
So he knows that they're listening to things that are going on between like him and
right. So I mean, he could have recognized the name. It's possible.
Maybe.
So, but other revealing things. What did you guys think about the second frat party, the anything but clothes party?
Hilarious.
That was interesting. I don't know if I could get away with that in any which way or form. No, I'd have to wear real clothes.
You couldn't wear Liv's costume?
No.
Wear the police caution tape?
No. I might get away with a garbage bag, though.
Yeah?
Maybe. Garbage bag, maybe.
Because you are trash. Oh. No. What is trash is her roommate, so it was an appropriate costume. So.
Okay.
No, but I've been to a few of those, and trash bags, caution tape, and beer and pizza boxes are very common. Very common.
Dick in a box.
Well,
Literally.
usually it's not like one pizza box, obviously. It's a couple of them cut out on top of each other, but, you know.
He had
Well, that's
3.
what happened, but it was...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah.
I
So,
looked.
You
I
looked.
made sure.
You're looking very
Checked.
carefully. Yeah.
Oh, and then when they were all sitting and they were all talking about stuff, and she just calls out the one guy, how did he ruin your life? And the one guy goes, "Dee!" Like, started busting
Did,
out
did he say damn or did he go, oh, snap?
No, he went, "Dee!" And it was this
Oh,
high
okay.
pitched. It was like this.
Yeah.
Aw, this was a good episode.
It was a great episode. You gotta love parties anyway. And so I guess the only other big thing to talk about is Blaine. Blaine.
Yeah. I didn't know his dad was in a place of power. I thought he was just some kind of druggie that was, a little bit higher up on the food chain.
I just want to say, I want to choke his dad.
Because he reminds you of somebody?
He does. I feel like I've seen him in, like, season 4 of Heroes or something.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, God. So, yep.
Yep.
As soon as I saw him, I had a flashback of the carnival in season 4 of Heroes and just wanted to choke him.
Yup.
So, I already don't like his dad, so it was a perfect casting job.
Well, obviously his dad's kind of a dick.
He's a great actor, though. You can't.
He's great.
You can't.
No, he
push
is.
that
But I'm just
aside.
saying, I do that, and this isn't the only show, because I can't look at Liv as anything other than Tinkerbell. But now I at least when it first started, so because she played Tinkerbell in Once Upon a Time, so now I'm seeing Liv as Tinker, whatever. I see her as Liv now. And if they ever bring Tinkerbell back in Once Upon a Time, I'm only gonna be like, it's a zombie, kill it, kill it with fire, So, and then we have a guy on what was that? Gotham. Guy in Gotham last week was on American Horror Story last season, and it's just
About
like
a lot of things.
I'm seeing a lot of these actors, and it's good to see a lot of these actors cross over onto other shows that we watch because they're really good actors. But I'm one of those people that I can't let go of the last role that they played, so it's super distracting for me.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way because I do that with Jen Morrison from Once Upon a Time. She played Cameron in House, and I disliked Cameron with the utmost hatred in my heart.
Right, so that explains a lot for Once Upon a Time. But yeah, I don't know. His father's Blaine's father's really rich.
Yeah,
really rich,
super rich.
Especially if
He's
you could
got
just
lots
cash
of
a check for $500,000 without really putting up too much of a fuss about it.
He didn't, though.
don't
After
get
when
a
Blaine
choice.
sprawled out, I'd have been like, "Fuck you."
no,
But-
Blaine has a point. I mean, he turned his dad, kind of put him under his thumb, and said, I can ruin you if you don't help me.
Right.
But yeah, that was a weird dynamic, and I was like, "Well, okay, so we're introduced to your dad."
But what
Like,
I
it took
thought
me-
was
like, it took me a
really
second to, like,
interesting about it, though, is that his dad doesn't know he's human.
No, I know. Nobody knows except for Liv.
Because Blaine
And-
had the makeup artist going at him the
Sure.
whole time, trying to get that pale look, so when he went to go meet his dad, he still looked like a zombie.
It's like Milky what? Not Casper?
Yeah.
Can't remember what he said.
Yeah,
but
I can't remember. what he
don't
said.
overdo it this time, he said. It's the first time
Why?
she made him look like Casper the Ghost, I guess.
So I made a note of something that happened early, a comment that was made early from Blaine in the episode.
Okay.
Thinking that at first I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but I wrote it down anyway. Something in my brain just went, write this down. And he was talking about how he was picking up rich kids that were cut off by daddy to be his subsidiary, the words, person that's the kids that he was using to sell the utopia, his dealers. That was
Okay.
Steelers. Yeah.
And at first I was all like, okay, but I wrote it down. Why? I don't know. It was just something in my head. So later we go in and he's going after with Mr. Boss. So we're getting this boss coming back into play, and he's trying to go after him and all this other stuff, and pretty much ready to wage war. And he brings out the blackmail. The reason why the district attorney should go after him is because now he's targeting rich kids So he's affecting, the nice neighborhoods, the people that vote for it.
High society.
And I'm like, did Blaine have this plan from the very beginning?
I think he did.
I think he did too. I mean, we've known not to underestimate him, even when he gets his whole place burned up and blown up and,
Not only Blaine, but I never underestimate David Anders. Doesn't matter what show he's on. He's just that character. And he wanted to play something a little more comedy, and he sees Blaine as that. Like, he gets to still play the typecast role that he's had, but he does have that dark comedy to him. And I think that's what makes this character kind of unique from all the other characters he's played.
I love Blaine as a character.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Blaine is an awesome character.
He's a great character.
Yep. So, yeah, I think trouble's gonna go down when his father finds out that Blaine is not actually a zombie anymore. And he's gonna try to blackmail him for the cure.
Which I don't think is a complete cure.
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what happens in the situation. I'm waiting to see now. You got some weird. We're gonna start seeing more superpowers come out of it or something. I'm like, now you're seeing. Okay, so you got the zombie radar, but are we gonna start seeing other things start to develop?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the zombies already kind of started out with a superpower. They got the psychic visions from the people they ate before. I mean,
yeah.
To me, that's supernatural. I mean, some people might say, it might just be you are what you eat kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I eat a lot of carrots, and you don't see me looking orange and fake and stuff.
No, but you do have a green top.
That's not green.
Your hair.
I'd be some radioactive carrot then.
Yeah.
It's turquoise. It's closer to turquoise.
You could literally put that up in a bun straight up right now. I mean, in person, it's probably look different. You could put that in a bun straight up and just paint yourself orange, and you would look like a carrot for the stream at least. It would be
there you
great.
go. That's what you do for Halloween. A carrot.
It would be amazing.
No.
That would make my life.
Oh, that would be the best shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a carrot.
I'm not falling asleep at your house this weekend.
I'm a carrot. I'm a carrot. I'm a carrot.
I'm a carrot.
I'm a carrot.
Either that or you'll end up looking like an Oompa Loompa, one of the two.
Probably
orange face and green hair. It's the same thing.
Oompa Loompa.
It's the same thing. Sorry.
You're horrible.
I love the hair. Don't get it twisted. I love the hair. So
yes, it is. It's nice. We're just
she's really a zombie. Look, she's got the pale skin. She had to dye her hair. She's a zombie, guys.
I would definitely. If you had that white hair, I would dye it all funny colors.
Oh,
you don't have to worry about bleaching.
I'm really surprised that Liv doesn't just spray tan and dye her hair at this point.
They gotta do something where she eats a punk chick's brain or some shit and start having her dye her hair it's a billion colors. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. One of those typical. I'm not gonna say typical. I'm gonna say stereotypical.
Yeah.
Entitled, "I carry my dog in my purse," ladies.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be entertaining.
I really want to see her as a crazy cat lady. That I think would be the best one that I could think of.
Oh damn.
I don't know.
I love that.
Kim, you got any other things you'd like to see Liv as?
Wow, I just came up with something really horrible because of the furries in this episode. A dominatrix.
Ooh. That would be interesting.
Poor Ravi.
She'd be asking Baronaw to spread him.
Or a major.
No, I don't think she'd do anything to Ravi, but he'd be real terrified. Or the exact opposite and be very curious.
Opposite, yeah.
Very
He'd
curious.
be all into it, and she would just whip him and walk away, kind of get back off, or
some sex dungeon.
One of those things with those long heeled boots, whatever, and just push him out of the way with her foot,
It's not just whips and leather with dominatrix, though. It's just.
No, I know. But I'm saying for him,
she could be one of those choke dominatrix. sex.
Yeah, but I'm just
all
saying
about
she's not going
fetishes.
to get
There's
into
a lot
that
of
fetish with him. So she would do,
Oh, that's a connection I don't want ever to happen. I love the
I
dynamic.
want to see it. I want to see it. Make it happen.
I definitely want to see it happen, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff they could do with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm obviously revealing too much about myself, but I know too much.
Oh.
But...
So, these
I had a
two
roommate.
are going to be at my house this weekend.
A
And on
zombie
the-
and a dominatrix, okay.
And on that
You're
note,
in for a great time.
you guys have anything else for this podcast?
How did I go from being called a furry to dominatrix?
I don't know. The furry
You're a
really
furry
kind of disturbed me.
dominatrix?
What?
You're a furry dominatrix?
No! Oh my god! What? No! No.
That's a combo I never thought existed.
That is a weird combination, but no. I'm sure they're out there. I'm
yeah.
sure they're out there.
Dom is gonna have nightmares tonight.
Weird.
That would
Sure,
imply
let's-
that I'm going to bed tonight.
This show just got weird.
So, on that note, yeah, you guys have anything else?
No. It was a pretty straightforward episode, even though there was lots of quirky things that went on. It was to the point. I mean, we didn't see Major go on any kind of killing spree. We just saw him kind of like feeling.
Be cute.
Mm-hmm.
He got cute. He's being very protective. So it became obvious that that's what he's doing. He's protecting her. He's still protecting her. He still cares about her very much. And
Well, I mean, they didn't break it off like in a really bad manner. So he doesn't have any like hate for her or regret or anything like that, resentment. So for someone to say, "Hey, we're going to hurt your ex," who's still your friend, he's going to step up and be like, "I'm going to stop this right now."
yeah, well, he was being very loving this episode.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
But he is now a druggie.
Yeah, and we're going to have to watch him battle that addiction. So.
He did seem like the addictive type. He's very obsessive.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was.
And he's going to need something to cope with what Max Rager is making him do, so.
This is true. And I think he's going to start pushing Liv away because of this.
Oh yeah. Well, she's gonna be. He knows the deal with Utopium being the one that started the whole zombie thing, anyways.
Right.
So for her to find out that he's toying with it, he knows that she's gonna lose her mind.
Yeah.
I
Rocky
love when he
too.
threw her phone right out the window. That was great.
And then crunch.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Oh, I'm about to
Anyway.
take your phone.
Next week, the episode is called Real Dead Housewife of Seattle.
Oh, God.
Didn't we just say?
We did just say.
Liv eats the brains of a recently murdered trophy wife who was pushed to her death from the balcony of her stunning architectural home in the hills by a hired hitman. A Pinois
No.
Pinois.
Grigo sipping, suddenly fashion-obsessed Liv and Detective Babinaw begin questioning suspects in their search for the original brains behind this murder. Ha 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 ha. Meanwhile, Liv and Ravi are surprised to learn that Peyton has returned to Seattle.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
I'm not excited about that.
You just called it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she's not
the
excited.
Doggy totin' purse lady.
More or less. Alright, so I think that about does it.
Could be that way, or it could be the super bitch.
Yeah. Well, she seems like she's just a
She's
whine.
the
She's a
trophy
whiner.
wife. Yeah, trophy wife, so,
You used to
wino.
watch those shows? Like, they're a train wreck. I fuck purely because it's been like on TV or some stupid thing. And it just
That's because they're expected to clean the whole house without a maid and just make soufflés all fucking day.
They're pretty with rich husbands. And they
Where's
do
my...
stupid things. And they hang out together.
There it is.
And when they hang out together, they're stupid. Because they're like
Train wreck.
super. Yeah. I mean,
Kim!
they're worse. Sorry.
Kim, where can the people find your train wreck?
Wait, what? At HUFFITYPUFF.
A place where things are misspelled all the time. Obviously.
Find her at HUFFITYPUFF. Blah, 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 blah. Nikki, where can the people find you where we might just start calling you Carrot Top?
Oh.
She does have the red hair, so Carrot Top's not really appropriate.
No, it's not.
I hate Carrot Top. Anyway, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Excellent. You can find me down below at phenomedominatrix. Whatever. At Twitter.
I just caught on to that.
Yeah, there's no do-do-do-do-do this time. You can also find us on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, Space, and right here on YouTube
Really, my lack of skill to talk is wearing off.
at /ASOTVpodcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite dominatrix TV shows. What? Till next week.
I broke it.
I'm gonna... Oh, God. It's like the Scooby Gang here.
I'm a terrible, terrible person.